Today we're going to demonstrate how easy it is to use our wall-mounted monstera trellis using this beautiful pothos. First, you're going to need to pick an area that you want your plant to grow on. Then, using the wall tape that comes with every wall mount, you can just press the monstera firmly onto that area and easily weave your plant through the fenestrations in the trellis. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the wall tape doesn't ruin the paint on your walls. It's easy to remove and it's reusable. Go check it out on our website.
How to hatch your very own Diani Dual seeds. Update on the Diani Dual seeds. Due to the high humidity, the top of the storage bin is always wet. Therefore, the fronds that reach it tend to decay. So tomorrow I'm going to take them and individually pot them to avoid this from happening.
You're not going to believe what happens when you give a plant coffee instead of water.
According to this article I found, coffee grounds can be used as a fertilizer actually, especially in compost. However, according to Gardening Know-How, they won't immediately add nitrogen to your soil, so they're best used in compost.
Deep planty thoughts. Moisture meters.
If you think they don't work, it's because you're using them wrong. That is all.
This is not important, but if you're getting mold on your soil, it might be because you have the same watering schedule in the winter time as you did in the spring and summer months. Remember, since our days are shorter, plants aren't drying out quite as fast, so you might have to rethink your watering schedule.
I just want to give you a little list of things that I feel like beginner plant parents should have. First up, bamboo skewers. Yes, ideally you want a moss pole. However, sometimes you don't have that and you gotta make your own. They are also perfect for aerating the soil. Kitchen twine. This will help you tie your plants. One hand mister at least. I feel like humidifiers are fucking expensive. This is not mandatory, but this is a little like terrarium hand tiller that I got, and it is honestly come in handy. Who needs storage when you could just throw everything in an extra planter? I wasn't a fan of neem oil for a while, but it is necessary. Backup soil, always. Feel like it's a given, but obviously a watering can. Both baby and big trimmers. And I almost forgot, but cheesecloth, please.
But rumor has it he's the one I'm leaving you for.
Plant sitting 101. Any new plants coming into our home have a little debugging time in our laundry room, but these looked great, so I took this one up first to do some cleaning. We're taking care of these plants for about 3 months, so I really wanted to make sure that they were good to go in our home. Sprayed them with insecticidal soap, and then wiped it off. Look at those beautiful shiny leaves. I noticed that there was some roots sticking out, so we added some extra soil. And now she's ready to find her new spot in our house. I put her in the living room right by the window, took a little break before bringing in the palm.
I just want them to know what rain feels like.
As the plant prodigy, I definitely recommend this. Not only does it keep the plant looking good, but it also helps remove pests like mealybugs or spider mites. Hello there, what are you doing to your plants? Why, I'm spraying them to raise the humidity for them. Why do you care? Because I'll let you in on a little secret. Spraying the plants does not raise the humidity that much for that long. Oh, if that's not true, then I'm just gonna put this away. I'm not saying you can't do it. There are still some benefits to spraying your plants such as keeping the leaves clean. Okay then, I'll spray it up all the time. Just be careful doing it because if you spray too much, it can lead to fungal and pest issues.
Have you ever had to pass up a cute planter because it doesn't have drainage holes? I'll show you how to make them. It's really easy. You'll need a power drill, some water, and the right drill bit. For terracotta and ceramic, a lot of people use these glass and tile drill bits, and that's okay. They just take forever and you don't have many options for hole sizes. I use diamond tipped hole saw bits. They're a lot faster and they come in a larger variety of sizes. I got my set from Amazon. Okay, now that we have the right drill bit, let's lock it in and pour water on the surface of the pot. The water water keeps your drill bit cool and prevents it from overheating. You'll want to come in at an angle to create a groove in the ceramic. Once you've created the groove, you're going to slowly move your drill perpendicular to the pot. If you skip this step and come in perpendicular first, your drill's going to slide everywhere, making it more difficult to create your hole. Now add water as needed and continue drilling. And remember, gentle pressure only. Let the drill do the work. You don't want to be pushing down so hard that when you finally break through, you either injure yourself or you break your pot. And we're done. Once you get the hang of it, the process should take you less than 5 minutes. Quick tip, if you want an exact hole in the center, just mark it before you start drilling. And if you have any tips, share the love and write them in the comment section.
Okay. See, throw it back. Start a riot. See, throw it back. Start a riot. See, throw it back. Start a riot.
Do you have plants that need some rehabilitation? Use a micro nursery. To make a micro nursery, all you need is light expanded clay aggregate or leca and some damp moss. And then whatever plant you want, put it into a net pot and then just set it in the micro nursery. Put the lid on it to get humidity up and undo the lid once a week. And that's it.
Did you know if you grab a tea bag, cut it open and empty out the leaves, and then grab 1 tablespoon of oats and add it in, fill it up with boiling water, leave it like that for at least an hour, but the longer the better. Everybody knows you need protein to grow muscle. But when it comes to plants, plants need nitrogen to grow. Nitrogen is like protein for plants. The next thing you want to do is strain the liquid out. What you have right now is a magical solution packed with nitrogen. So if you want to boost the growth of your plants, water your plants with this once every 3 weeks and watch the magic happen. So don't buy those chemical fertilizers when you can make your own right at home.
Hello guys, I just wanted to thank you so much for being so nice in my last video. I know a lot of you are obsessed with the queen and I do not blame you because so am I. So she gets 60 to 70% humidity. I keep her in my plant cabinet. I never let it dry out, only water with filtered water. I fertilize almost every time I water, and she's in a very chunky soil mix that I can get into later on. Gets a lot of artificial light. And I think that is it. High maintenance for sure, but totally worth it because, come on, I'm so obsessed with her.
So I've been getting a lot of questions about whether or not you're actually supposed to shake your plants. The video was a joke, but if you actually do that, over time the trunk will start to grow thicker and stronger. You can do the same thing for other thick stem stuff like tomato plants. For the pothos, all it really does is shake off extra like dust and dead leaves and stuff. It's not harmful, but yeah, shake your plant.
Pruning and propagating Myphicus elastico ruby to promote branching. Cut below a node, clean up sap. Remove bottom leaves of cutting, wet chunky mix, and place in pot. Keep soil damp and in a bright, humid spot for a month.
Is microwaving your soil bad? I shared this tip because I have lost hundreds of dollars worth of plants, and microwaving the soil allows me to repot with sterile soil and burn those bad pests. It might harm good bacteria and even kill them, but they can easily recolonize the soil. Things I wish I knew when I first got into plants. Part 3. Tap water might cause mineral buildup over time. Use filtered water especially for sensitive plants. Perlite is very dusty. Wear a mask. If you're starting liking plants, make sure you have enough space or they will take over your entire living space.
What are you doing in my house? What are you doing in my house?
I want waffle fries.
This is the most root-bound plant I've ever seen. I got this arrowhead plant from Home Depot, and it even had the plastic drainage attached to the roots. After 1 hour, I was able to untangle it enough to try to cut the plastic part off of the roots. After more untangling, I separated it into 3, and I was able to hose off the roots to make sure there was no dirt, and I let them dry. Also, look how long this root was. Like, hello? Then I potted them into 3 pots. This is your reminder to not buy plants from Home Depot if you don't know what you're doing.
Hi, without knowing what kind of prayer plant, this is my general advice. So I have 2. You can see she's pretty happy. She's just been through winter, so she's starting to sprout some new leaves, which is really great. They like humidity. They do not like direct sunlight, so if you've got her in the sun, move her to somewhere with indirect light. So mine's by my window, but there's no direct light coming in. They like to be moist all the time, so this is one of my only plants that is self-watering. So I've got a dish under here that's always got water in it. You can see that string that sucks up the water, so she's always got access to water. They like to be fertilized every 2 to 3 weeks. So do that, and if she's got any dying leaves, just clip them off because, yeah, she's notoriously a tricky one, so I hope this helps.